Hello, today's lesson is all about corset. Now I've made, or at least I've started the skirt of the corset, and I've done that video and I've showed you the stenciling which I've done at the bottom of the skirt. Over there is the front, and this here is the front section. Over here is the back, so we have 3 for the front and 3 for the back. As you can see, it doesn't even take half a yard of material. But what I have done is the fabric is doubled up. So it's on the fold, but I've got it twice. Because for corset or bodice, I like to make it really strong. Then as you can see underneath it, I've got the lining here ready. So at the moment I'm going to cut them all out. And then we've got this other section here. We've got another bit of extra fabric here, which inside the corset is going to be this flap inside. Because this corset is not going to be made with a zip or buttons. It's going to have loops in it whereby you can pull it like the old-fashioned corsets. You really pull it to keep it on you. So now we're going to put this panel this side there, this panel this side, and there's 2 nips here, nips and nips, and nips there and nips there and nips there. So those 2 go together because that's the bust. But don't forget, I'm making this really strong, so another fabric's going to go on top of it. So we've got 2 there and 2 there. So now we have the side panels, which will be going here, and I've put a nip here and a nip there, so that tallies the 2 of them up. And we have 1 for the opposite side. But don't forget, I've got 2 on top of each other. So here's the other panel. Why have I got double the amount? Because I really want this to be thick. I'm going to stitch it up. So I'm going to pin the 2 together here. So we pin that there. We pin that there. So I'm going to stitch this going all the way up, then I'm going to move this around, and then we'll put the 2 nips together, which create that bust effect. So here we have it stitched up. As you can see, both the fabrics are there. So I've stitched them both together, making it nice and strong. You can see the bust is taken in place, it's taken its shape. So now, so here's the front view. Now what we're going to do is the side panels. We're going to join the side panels onto it now in exactly the same way. So that panel goes there, and this panel goes there. Alright, so the front now is done, as you can see. And if you felt it, oh, it really does feel strong. It really feels as though it'll hold you in. I'll put 1 that side. Put the other one this side. And the lining we'll put aside. Let me show you a gauging system. There is a gauge a gauger. So all I have to do is mark the distance that I want to change it by, and I just draw it in. And I think this is a useful tool to have. That's what it looks like. There's chalk inside it. Inside there is chalk. And then you adjust it by, you open it up and you can adjust it left or right, how you like. And then you can adjust it by a couple of millimeters or wider. And that's how you gauge. Right, let me show you. I'll change it. I'll flip it over. And that shows you that I can do the opposite. So it'll still take the shape of what's there. Oh, but you didn't see me measure it. Well, roughly I know. That's 18, that's 16, that's 14, that's 12, that's 10. So if this what I've just done, I've brought it down to size 10 and she's size 8, so that should be they're about right. I'll let you know later. So I'm going to cut it down to a size 10. Stitch this up. Here is the next panel with its lining. So we're going to flip this over. So I should go and stitch that down. Last panel. The last panel. Turn it around. One for you. And one for you. One for you. And smoothly each one of them. So now I'll go and stitch that one up, and that's the last panel. That's it for today. This is as far as I've got today. Part 3, you will see that I will organise this at the back of the corset, and I make the panel and put it at the back, and you will see the whole thing coming together. You won't see me doing the lining because the lining is made up in exactly the same way as the bodice. So you just do the same thing. So hope to see you in part 3. Thank you for watching my show.